Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Lingua Franka, and today in this video I'm going to talk about figure of speech. Actually, I've already uploaded 2 videos regarding this topic, so go and check out the videos. And now without further ado, let's start this video. So the first figure of speech is personification. Personification gives human qualities to non-living things or ideas. Okay, personification is that figure of speech which brings non-living things or ideas into life. So let's look at a few examples. Example number 1 is the wind howled. Now we all know that wind is neither a person nor an animal. Okay, so it can't produce any sound. So it can't literally produce any sound by itself. But this sentence is giving you a clear-cut picture of the wind producing a howling sound, and due to which this sentence is bringing the wind into life. Okay, so this is an example of personification. The second example is the streets are calling me. Now we all know that streets is not a living being. Okay, street is just roadway or pathway, but this sentence is saying that the streets are calling me, which means that this sentence is bringing streets into life. So again, this is another example of personification. The second figure of speech is oxymoron. An oxymoron occurs when two contradictory terms are used together. Okay, an oxymoron is that figure of speech in which the two opposite words are used together. Okay, to make it more clear, let's look at examples. Example number 1 is original, copy. Now, these two words are opposite to each other. Original means that there is no copy of a certain thing, of any particular thing, and the second word is copy, which is that there are duplicates of a particular thing. So these two words, original and copy, are used together. Hence, this is an example of oxymoron. The second example is deafening silence. Now again, deafening is an effect. Deafening is an effect which is created by a very loud sound or voice. Okay, and the next word is silence, which means that there is no sound at all. Okay, so the use of these two words, deafening and silence, together is an example of oxymoron. Okay, moving on further to the next figure of speech, which is onomatopoeia. Onomatopoeia is the term for a word that sounds like what it is describing. Okay, so onomatopoeia is a figure of speech which uses a word to describe a sound. For example, number 1, buzz. Buzz is a sound created by the flapping of the wings of a bee. Okay, so the word buzz is an example of onomatopoeia. The second example is click. Click is a sound that is produced when you use a camera to take a picture of someone. So the word click describes the sound click, and that is why this is an example of onomatopoeia. Okay, moving on to the next figure of speech, which is imagery. Imagery, a writer or speaker's use of words or figures of speech to create a vivid mental picture or physical sensation. Now, sometimes we use words or sentences to describe a situation or to create a mental picture, right? So to make it more clear, let's look at examples. Example number 1 is, the summer came suddenly on my doorstep this morning. Now, summer is not a person or any living being. It's a season, okay? So, saying that the summer came suddenly on my doorstep this morning, it creates a picture in your mind, okay? So, this is an example of imagery. The second example is, her words felt like a dagger in my heart. Now, by reading this, you can create a mental picture that someone's words were so harsh that it felt like a dagger in someone else's heart. Okay, so this is another example of imagery. And that's all for this video. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do, because that way you'll get the notification of my upcoming videos. Okay, that's all.